culminating what we have built within the last few months. Would begin at exactly 2:05. So now is your time to grab yourself some coffee, some tea, just to get comfortable, because today we are going to celebrate the moment and joy of victory within this program. Feel free to share the YouTube link with your family, with your friends to join in this wonderful moment we will be celebrating today. In a few moments, we'll begin. So, yes, share in the comments how you feel in the chat and let's know. For those of us joining us via YouTube, you are not left out. Feel free to share in the comments and the chat how you're feeling, because yes, today is a day to celebrate all we have done and the achievement of the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. We have an amazing lineup of speakers, guests, partners, and networks who would be engaging with beyond today's discussion and the journey. So, yes, show your enthusiasm, your excitement. Let's keep them coming. We will take a moment to just read a few, but at 2:05, we begin officially with today's celebration. It is exactly 2:05, and I am excited once again to welcome each and every one of you, our climate champions, to the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026 graduation ceremony. My name is Atika Alvin. I am founder of the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, conveners of the Climate Skills for Youth Program. It is undoubtedly my honor to welcome you to celebrate this moment that we have been looking forward to since the very start of this training program. And without wasting much time, I will just briefly share what to expect with today's discussions. And we look at how we can transform the skills and experiences into lasting impact. So today we would have a very short presentation highlight, a very short one, looking at the journey so far, what we have achieved, where we've been, and where we are headed. We'll also get to receive some remarks from our partners, the AGC team. Also, we have some special guests from UNESCO, National Commissions for Ghana, Nigeria, and also the UNESCO Youth Secretariat, also sharing some remarks. We'll also get to hear from our facilitators who took us through the sessions, and I know you are really excited to meet them again. So yes, you get to hear from them and see them as well. We'll also be getting a few reflections from members of this cohort to share how impactful this session has been and some of the things they are looking forward to. And yes, for those of you who do not get to speak, you can always share it in the chats. We will um, review them and also include them in today's outline. And then we would officially share the graduation list for those of you who successfully completed the program and are going to get awarded with the certificates, and you'll also be informed on the mode through which you will receive the certificates and how soon that will be done. We'll also explore the alumni community that we'll be creating right after the discussion, and would also look at how best to keep it engaged, to connect each and every one of you to relevant stakeholders, leaders, organizations within your specific countries and regions to upscale the impact that you have already started through the program. Without exceeding my welcome remarks, it is a privilege again to welcome our partner, the All-Encompassing Global Consult team, to the call, and we would receive some remarks from them as we proceed with today's discussions. So, Ambassador, if you're ready, we will want to hear from you. So yes, let's give him a resounding applause. Yes, it's virtual, but let's have the emojis as loud and proud as we can. Yes. Ambassador, welcome. We would love to hear from you.
Excellent, 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 excellent. Thank you, Alvin. And good afternoon, distinguished guests, esteemed partners, facilitators, representative of UNESCO, our keynote speakers, members of the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, colleagues from the Talent Incubation Hub, colleagues from All-Encompassing Global Consults, and above all, our graduating climate skills for youth fellows joining us from across the world. It is a privilege to celebrate this remarkable milestone with you all. Today is not simply the conclusion of a program. It is the beginning of a movement. When All-Encompassing Global Consults, AEGC, partnered with the Coalition for a Brighter Earth and integrated the Talent Incubation Hub into this initiative, our vision was straightforward: to move young people beyond climate awareness into practical climate leadership. We believe that climate education should not stop at understanding the challenges. It should equip young people to become builders, innovators, entrepreneurs, researchers, communicators, and solution providers. Today's graduation demonstrates what is possible when organizations collaborate around a shared vision. Together, we have achieved something truly global. The Climate Skills for Youth program attracted 8,847 applications. Participants representing numerous countries across multiple continents. More than 1,000 graduates who successfully completed the program requirements. Throughout this journey, participants developed competencies in climate foundation, climate leadership, strategic communication, climate entrepreneurship, innovation, career pathways, and climate action concept development. These are not merely academic subjects. They are capabilities for solving real-world problems. I have had the privilege of facilitating sessions on this program on climate entrepreneurship, innovation, and career pathway. One message remains central: climate change presents enormous challenges, but it also presents unprecedented opportunities. The future will belong to young people who can identify problems, structure solutions, mobilize partnerships, and build sustainable enterprises that create environmental, social, and economic value simultaneously. That is the mindset we sought to cultivate throughout this program. Graduation is not the destination. Today marks your transition from learning into contributors. Graduate collaborate across borders, develop practical climate solutions, inspire others, and continually strengthen your capacity. Our commitments as AGC does not end today, and that is why we introduced the Talent Incubation Hub initiative, which will allow continued learning. It will also allow continue engagement across borders for the young ones. We look forward to supporting future partnerships, innovation opportunities, leadership development, and pathways that enable your ideas to become measurable impacts. And my sincere appreciation goes to the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, our exceptional facilitators, UNESCO partners, all supporting institutions, the Talent Incubation Hub team, every single volunteer on this program, and every participant who dedicated their time and commitment to learning, to want to be at the forefront of the change the world of now and the world of tomorrow requires. The dedication has made this program successful. Congratulations to the Climate Skills for Youth Program class of 2026. The future belongs to those who build solutions. Thank you very much. And once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Thank you so much for those inspiring remarks, Ambassador Daniel. And yes, it is truly great that we get to celebrate this moment together with AAGC and the Talent Incubation Hub team. So yes, let's give it up for him, showing more appreciation with our reactions. Yes, we can be more generous with them as well. On behalf of the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, I want to welcome our distinguished guests, esteemed partners, facilitators, our mentors, and members of the Climate Skills for Youth program, and also the families, friends, and importantly, our exceptional Climate Skills for Youth program graduates for 2026. It is with immense joy, gratitude, and pride that I, Alvin, welcome you to this graduation ceremony, the defining moment and official culmination of the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. I believe today is more than a conclusion of our program. It is truly a celebration of commitment, growth, resilience, and the remarkable potential of young people to shape a more sustainable future. In the past weeks, we have journeyed together through learning, dialogue, collaboration, and personal transformation, where we have explored climate science, leadership, entrepreneurship, and practical skills required to become effective climate leaders within our communities and beyond. For us, each session was an investment, not only in the knowledge, but also in the confidence, purpose, and action. Today, we are celebrating all of you who have chosen to dedicate your time to learning about one of the defining challenges of our generation, and now will leave this program better equipped to create meaningful solutions. To our participants, congratulations. Today is our day, our graduation, and it is well deserved. From the assignments that were completed to every discussion engaged in, every challenge that we overcame together, we shared ideas and contributed to this remarkable achievement. Truly, we have demonstrated that climate leadership is not defined by age or position, but by the willingness to learn, collaborate, and act. But caution is clear that graduating for us is not the finish line. It is only the beginning of greater responsibility. The knowledge, the skills that you have acquired are powerful as the actions you take today. So, if and whether you become an advocate, an entrepreneur, a researcher, a policymaker, an educator, an innovator, or community leader, or you create your own niche, remember that the world needs your courage, your creativity, and the commitment you have now more than ever. I express appreciation to our keynote speakers, our facilitators, our mentors, our speakers, partners, resource persons who generously shared their expertise, experiences throughout this program. Your guidance has inspired and empowered this cohort, and we are deeply grateful for the invaluable contributions. To our partners and supporters, thank you for believing in the vision of investing in young people as agents of climate action. Your collaboration has made this program possible, and your continued commitment is helping build a generation capable of responding to the climate crisis with knowledge, innovation, and purpose. Behind today's celebration is an incredible team whose dedication, long hours, and unwavering commitment, and I say this without mincing words, have brought this program to life. Thank you so much for the passion. And yes, they are actively working today behind the scenes, making sure this is possible as always. As we begin today's ceremony, we celebrate every achievement, we reflect on the journey we have shared, and we look forward to hope for the impact these young leaders, all of us, will make across our continents and beyond. On behalf of the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, it is my great honor and privilege to welcome all of you again. Thank you for joining us, and I wish everyone a memorable and inspiring celebration. Thank you. Thank you so much, everyone, for the applause. We will now move straight into a short presentation where we get to see the milestones we've been able to reach with the Climate Skills for Youth program. And if you're now joining us, welcome to the Climate Skills for Youth program graduation ceremony. It is an opportunity to celebrate what we have been working towards since the start of the year. Do well to share the link across with your family, with your friends and networks to join in this momentous occasion, especially as we unveil our graduates and also get to celebrate the impact we have been able to achieve together. In a moment, you would see that the screens will change as you get to see what unfolded throughout the Climate Skills for Youth program 2026. At the start of the year, we had one bold vision to empower young people across the globe with the necessary skills, resources, tools to lead innovations in their respective communities and across the globe. We started with our recruitment and selection, through which we received applications from over 8,847 young people, indicating that clearly there is a need for climate skills programs dedicated to enhancing the capacity of young people. We looked at climate learning, where we building knowledge in science, policy, adaptation and mitigation, sustainability systems thinking, communications, and also the various opportunities we can unlock within the climate and environmental action space. We moved further into skills development, where we equipped each other with practical skills in leadership, communication, innovation, and the basics of program design and implementation. Also, we connected all young leaders here with experts through our expert-led sessions and facilitations throughout the period, and also the plans that we have done and implemented behind the scenes to facilitate a smoother transition into our alumni community. Today, we are celebrating graduation and also what lies ahead, where we are looking at the achievements that have empowered each and every one of us to lead climate action in our communities and beyond. Throughout the Climate Skills for Youth program, we built a strong foundation in climate science, systems thinking, and evidence-based solutions. We better understood the nexus between climate science and leadership, where we empowered each and every one of us with the skills to mobilize communities and to shape climate action. We moved on to climate communication as a key pillar in leading climate interventions, where we developed skills to communicate climate issues effectively and inspire action. From our storytelling to content creation strategies, this was truly a remarkable experience that we explored. We moved further to innovation, where we were designing creative and practical, locally relevant solutions for climate resilience. And through entrepreneurship, the concept of solving societal problems with businesses, we were transforming the challenges into innovative, sustainable, impactful ventures. This was done beyond the classroom with our partners, the All-Encompassing Global Consult, where they supported us with a knowledge bank and digital learning platform for the Climate Skills for Youth program, known as the Talent Incubation Hub. It extended the learning experience beyond the live sessions we had by providing participants with well-structured, self-paced development opportunities. Through this collaboration, we were granted complimentary access to Pillar 1, executive and business leadership development, enabling all of us to strengthen essential competencies in leadership, strategic thinking, communication, personal effectiveness, and professional growth. This integration reinforced the program's commitment to developing not only climate consciousness, but capable leaders equipped to design solutions, mobilize communities, and influence policy. The CSYP learning journey within the TIH ecosystem provided a good opportunity for participants to gain continued access to a growing repository of leadership resources while becoming part of a broader innovation and talent development community that supports lifelong learning, collaboration, and real-world action. Truly, we understood that climate leadership begins with knowledge, grows through leadership, and creates lasting impact through action. We started with awareness, we moved towards engagement and advocacy, and now have sparked interest that extends beyond today's ceremony. To the graduation class of 2026, congratulations! We are excited to be on this journey with you, to celebrate this remarkable achievement, and to see what the future holds for each and every one of us. Thank you so much. And at this moment, I just want all members of the call, just with your reactions, with your clapping emoji, celebratory emojis, a minute to celebrate this remarkable achievement. Yes, let's keep them coming. We have a minute to celebrate this remarkable achievement. I mean, I believe the whole day deserves the celebration. Let's let's show how excited we are. Feel free to also share in the comments in the chat because yes, this opportunity is leading to great opportunities for each and every one of us. Thank you, everyone, for sharing truly how impactful this program has been. At this juncture, we'll be receiving some keynote addresses from our distinguished speakers and guests, and we will move after that towards the distribution of our certificates. It is my honor to welcome the Secretary General for the National Commission for UNESCO in Ghana to deliver a keynote address to all of us. So let's welcome him with a resounding applause as he takes the floor to share with us his remarks. Okay, yes, so that's a minor change in the plans. It is still my honor to welcome from the National Commission for UNESCO in Nigeria, Mr. Ojo Michael Oluwafemi, the head of Social and Human Sciences sector at the National Commission, to deliver remarks to us. Mr. Oluwafemi, if you're ready, over to you. Okay, while we wait to get him on the call, allow me to welcome Emrin Louisi, our first facilitator during the Climate Skills for Youth program, to share her remarks as a facilitator on the entire program. So, Emrin, if you're ready, we would love to hear from you. And yes, I'm sure everyone has missed you as well. Yes, let's keep the applause coming. Let's keep the reactions coming. We are sorting out a few um, oversight issues, but they are currently being resolved. We would get to hear from our distinguished partners and also networks across the continent and the globe. So let's keep the reactions coming because today is our day to celebrate climate skills for youth graduation. Okay, so I am excited to welcome um, an individual who has been doing quite amazing within the UNESCO youth community and the passing of Diane Remy. She will be giving a short presentation sharing what UNESCO has been doing and also congratulatory remarks to each and every one of you on this call. Mainly because as part of the program, we are looking at pathways to accelerate and upscale the knowledge that you have gotten and better connecting each and every one of you with networks to support the work you are doing. So, with a resounding applause, let's welcome Diane on this call. Diane, over to you.
Yes, hello, Alvin. Thank you very much for the invitation and good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here and also a big congratulations for this program that you have been doing and everything you are doing with this great graduation ceremony. So, as Alvin said, I'm Diane Remy. I'm working at UNESCO for the youth section. So, more specifically, I'm coordinating the UNESCO Youth Climate Action Network. Just to give you a quick overview of what UNESCO is doing for young people. Youth is a priority group. It's really a top priority of the organization. And UNESCO is not only working for young people, but working with young people, so working with you as equal partners because you have the creativity and the solutions we need. I'm just going to give some concrete examples of what we are doing. For instance, we are organizing the UNESCO Youth Forum every 2 years. The program is not that young anymore, so we have been doing that since 1999. And young people from all over the world are gathering to discuss recommendations and then present them to the member states during the general conference. For those of you who don't really know UNESCO, the General Conference is the highest decision-making body of the organization. So it's a really good opportunity for young people to give their advice and share solutions with the member states. And then it has a concrete impact on our strategies and programmatic actions. So that's a first example, and actually Alvin was part of the 14th UNESCO Youth Forum in Samarkand in October, where young people could discuss about climate action. And now during the coming years, young people will continue to work with UNESCO to implement this recommendation. So it's not only one event, it's something that keeps going. Then I also wanted to talk to you about the UNESCO Youth Climate Action Network. So that's the network I'm glad to coordinate. And the purpose of this network is to connect other youth-led networks all over the world. So we love to say that it's a network of networks. And the purpose is really to enhance youth-led climate action, for instance, by applying to funds together, to create opportunities to work together on different projects related to climate change, but also to make sure that young people voices are present during high-level events, such as during the COPs. So yes, that's what I wanted to say. If you're interested in UNESCO Youth Program, you can check directly on their Facebook page, UNESCO Youth. If you're interested in the UNESCO Youth Climate Action Network, you can also check online. You can apply, and then we are always super happy to welcome new networks. And yes, again, congratulations. And I'm here if needed. You can send some messages on the chat. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that, Diane. So yes, let's show some more appreciation. Let's be generous with the comments and the reactions. And yes, if you have specific questions to her, you can directly put it there. But just as we have done in the past, we will put out a structured questionnaire through which you can make input if you have specific questions to Diane on UNESCO's work and how to get involved. And we will share that with her, and then a response will be made readily available for each and every one of you. So on the call, we have our very first facilitator for the training program. She took us through the foundations of climate science and leadership. Allow me to welcome Emrin Louisi and to also share her remarks and a congratulatory message to each and every one of you. Emrin, over to you.
Hello, Alvin. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Great. I want to extend a warm congratulations to all the fellows and also to remind you all that this journey has been nothing short of inspiring. And yes, as our earlier speaker said, this is not just the end. To me, I believe that this is just the beginning of you all applying what you've learned and becoming true climate leaders. And as you step forward, I encourage you to apply what you've learned, whether it's in communities or workplaces or global network view. Let your knowledge shape the solutions and your creativity also spark the innovation and let your leadership, especially your leadership, drive transformation. And remember that climate change is a wicked problem, but with systems thinking and adaptive resilience, you can turn challenges into opportunities for a sustainable impact. The world needs your voice, your vision, and your courage. So keep learning. This is not the end, and keep building the future that we all deserve. Again, I send you green congratulations, and may the next chapter be filled with purpose and possibility. Thank you. Wishing you all the best. Thank you, Alvin, for this wonderful opportunity.
Thank you so much, Emre. Truly, your contribution to this program has been a very incredible one. And it's great that we have you on the graduation to see what we started together and what is unfolding moving forward. At this time, I would be inviting some selected participants of this cohort to share brief reflections, remarks on how this program has been, just so that you also get to hear from your colleagues. And this was done through a very transparent process where we rolled out forms and called for people to express interest to also get to share on this call. From that, we have a list, and I would mention their names, and we'll get to hear from them how truly impactful this program has been. I will start with Khadija to Bobo Bar. He is from Sierra Leone. Khadija, if you can hear me and you're ready, over to you. Would like to know how this program has been truly essential to the work you're doing and what you see as the way forward from now. Over to you.
Okay, thank you so much, Alvin. Hello, everyone. My name is Khadija Tuboboba from Freetown, Sierra Leone. I am a passionate climate action and environmental advocate, a farmer, and a human rights activist. I believe that protecting the environment is important because it helps us to protect our health, our future, and our basic human rights. It is an honor to speak as one of the graduates of the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. For over the past month, this program has really changed the way I used to see climate issues. Before joining, I thought it was only about the environment. But now I understand that it is also about leadership, innovation, our basic rights, and the roles that we take as young people in creating solutions. One of my favorite sessions was storytelling, branding, and strategic communication for climate action. I got inspired by the powerful climate stories that were shared by two fellow climate activists during the 14th UNESCO Youth Forum. It reminded me that when we want to create change, it's not only about what we know, but also how we can share our stories that can inspire others to take action. Beyond the learning, this training has also connected me with inspiring young climate champions from different backgrounds. It showed me that when we work together, our impact is greater than when that's what we could achieve alone. To my fellow graduates, congratulations. As we move forward, I am committed to continuing my climate advocacy and inspiring others to take action. Together, let us use our voices and actions to build a more sustainable future for all. Finally, thanks to the program coordinators, facilitators, mentors, partners, and everyone who invested in believing in our growth. Congratulations once again to the entire Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026 cohort. It has been a great honor to be part of this incredible journey with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that, Khadija. It's great to hear from you. I actually wish you could have seen the expression on my face. Truly excited that this program has been nothing short of a transformative journey, and it's great to hear your commitment to advancing climate action and also leading the innovations to today and tomorrow's challenges. We would also like to hear from another participant in the person of Robinson Isaac. He is from Malawi. So, Robinson Isaac, if you can hear me and you're ready, would like to hear your reflections on how this program has been and what the future looks like from your perspective. Over to you.
Thank you so much. May you please confirm if you are able to hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Rabson Isaac from Malawi. Currently, I am pursuing Bachelor of Science in Environmental Management and Technology at Malawi University of Business and Applied Sciences. I am also an environmental activist. I am passionate about creating sustainable solutions that improve both communities and the environment. It is truly an honor to speak before you today as a graduate of the Climate Skills for Youth Program 2026. When I joined this program, I already had a strong desire to contribute to climate action. However, this journey transformed the passion into practical skills. Through the sessions on climate leadership, storytelling, strategic communication, and also climate entrepreneurship, I've learned that real impact begins with turning ideas into measurable actions and empowering others to become part of the solution. These goals reflect the program's emphasis on building practical climate solutions, leadership, and also real-world impact. The knowledge I have gained will strengthen the work of that I am already doing here in Malawi, the Green Shoot Malawi movement, where we aim to restore ecosystems, empower young people, and build climate resilient communities through environmental education and community action. Finally, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to the Coalition for a Brighter Earth, the Talent Incubation Hub, and all the facilitators and everyone who made this program possible. Thank you for believing in young people and equipping us to become climate leaders. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your remarks, Robson. Isaac, it's great to hear from you and exciting to know that this program has truly been a great one. Would also like to hear from another speaker from this cohort in the person of Amali Faith Roda. She's from Uganda. Amali, if you can hear me and you're ready, would love to hear from you. Okay, so while we prepare to hear from Amali, we would invite to the call also from this cohort, Mohammed Munawa from Pakistan to also share his experience within the training program and what the future looks like. Mohammed, if you can hear me, over to you.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. We can hear you.
Hello, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here with all of you today. My name is Mohammad Munawar, and I am proud to represent my country, Pakistan. I hold an MPhil in applied economics, and until recently, I served as lecturer of economics in the University of Lahore. I took energy and development. I served as local administrator in the home district of Irani Foods in Pakistan. I climate for youth program. I wanted to move that concept. I wanted to gain the skills needed to contribute to practical solutions. Today, I can confidently say that this program transformed my way of thinking about climate change, specifically climate leadership. Throughout this journey, explore climate science, climate awareness, leadership, communication, and practical climate action. One of my biggest takeaways is that climate change is not only an environmental challenge, it is equally a challenge of leadership, governance, communication, and collaboration. This program emphasizes that knowledge of climate change is essential, but knowledge alone does not create change. Change happens when people are able to communicate ideas, build partnerships, and turn those ideas into meaningful action. One of the memorable parts of this program was learning alongside participants from different countries and diverse professional backgrounds. Our experiences may be different, but we share the same commitment to creating a more sustainable future. These conversations reminded me that while climate impacts are experienced locally, but effective climate solutions emerge when we learn from one another and work together across borders. Representing Pakistan is a special responsibility for me as Pakistan commission. It is vulnerable congratulations on. Let us remember that today is not the end of our journey. It is the beginning of a great responsibility. Let us lead with purpose because the true measure of climate leadership is not what we know, but what we choose to do with that knowledge. Thank you and congratulations to the class of 2026 once again.
Thank you so much for that, Mohammed. It's great to hear from you and also your reflections on this program. And it's exciting to see how this journey is unfolding and how it's supporting the work you're already doing and the work you intend to do as well. It's also really great to have you join. So, for all of you on the call, for our participants, as we mentioned emphatically, it's continental and global at the same time. We have people from across all continents joining the programs, hence the reason we adopted the YouTube live stream approach to accommodate for participants who would not be able to join in the sessions because of the different time zones. So they could always and can always revisit the sessions and still get access to the information that we have made publicly available to all of you. At this point, we will receive a keynote address from a representative of the Secretary General from Nigeria's National Commission for UNESCO, and the person of Mr. Ojo Michael Oluwafemi, who is the head of Social and Human Sciences sector. It is a pleasure to welcome him to this call to share remarks for our hearing. Mr. Ojo, welcome and over to you.
Good afternoon, all. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, loud and clear, and we're ready.
It's good being part of this beautiful, life-changing program. And what I am, like you have said, I'm Mr. Ojo, the Sector Secretary for Social and Human Sciences, Nigerian National Commission for UNESCO Nigeria. And now trying to going by what you are doing to impact life and to in the area of climate. We know what literally what the climate stands for in our world today, and it affects almost every area of our existence. So seeing you doing this and recognizing the youth and training them all over many countries in the world, it's quite